Come here to pioneer. I bring the light to the deepest secrets of different bills. Hey, don't condemn me, you need it, I got it listed here. You wanna make it, I'll show you just how to make it here. I got all the rarest bills, and I ain't done yet. Went from the finish to making bills like a prospect. Flow space and slashes to catching this with a law thread. You keep the medals cause the real one's coming up next. Only scratch the surface, still they try to drag.
Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is your man, Uncle Demi, and today I have another special banger for you, man. But before we get into this video, you know what you need to do, man. Please go ahead and drop a like to this video. If you haven't subbed yet, go ahead and drop a sub also, man. Be greatly appreciated. But yeah, so let's talk about Larry Legend, man. Larry Bird, man. Arguably one of the greatest players to ever play. Top 10. I say arguably top 10. He's not arguably one of the greatest. He's arguably one of the top 10 players to ever play. He's been just a really strong presence in NBA as an executive also and a player. Obviously, you know, he's really known for playing with the great Celtics dynasty, having a great rivalry between Magic Johnson. You know, he's a three-time MVP. He's a three-time MVP, so that's pretty dope. And he won it 3 straight times in a row, from 84, 85, 86, or something like that. He was, you know, obviously NBA champion, and he also was a MVP. So it's like, you know, he's done, checked off the list. Also in collegiately, whatever. You know, he was a great player at Indiana State University. But when he came into the NBA, he came in with Magic Johnson, and they really revived the NBA at that time. And they also pushed the NBA transitioning to that 90s basketball, out of that 70s, the 50s and 60s and 70s, transition over into like the more, not I want to say modern era that we're in now, but they were transitioning to the modern era, which was getting the more the three-point line, more flash, razzle-dazzle, pushing the ball up the court type of deal. And Larry Bird and Magic Johnson was a part of that. And so what we're going to do is we're going to try to make, you know, Larry Bird. Larry Bird is a two-way, three-level facilitator at 6'9", 220. That's just not going to happen, all right? We're not going to be able to get all three of those at 6'9", 220. So we're going to just try our best to try to make the Larry Bird build. If you look at his attributes are just off the charts, especially when it comes to shooting. Obviously here, he wasn't an athletic player, so he wasn't known for all that. His mid-range at 98, 3 points at 98, which is ridiculous. His post fades at 97. A lot of people didn't know that he was really good in the post, but he really was good in the post. Very crafty in the post too as a passer, and as you're gonna see, his pass accuracy is a whopping 94, right? His ball hands is 79. I think that's high because he definitely wasn't, you know, as crazy as a ball handler. He just knew how to control the rock. This is what it is. Of course, you see all the highlights of him going on fast breaks and that type of deal. But to me, to be close to an 86 ball control where you can speed boost, that's just not what Larry Legend was. So I think that's a little high. And then, of course, defensively, he was good. As you can see, 85, 85. And then he was good defensive rebounding. So, as you can tell, he just is a 98. And 2K don't give out 98s like that. And he definitely is a 98. I have no gripes about him being 98 overall. And then, let's look at his badges. As you can see on his badges, he has a decent amount of finishing, which is just, you know, not going to be able to implement. Obviously, these are all Hall of Fame badges for a reason. And, that's why he's just known as one of the greatest shooters of all time, because Jesus, he has so many Hall of Fame badges in shooting. I think that's the most Hall of Fame badges we've done so far with builds that we've done. This ridiculous amount of Hall of Fame shooting badges. Playmaking, he was great. Like, he has a flashy passer. That makes sense. Post spin, that was obviously dimer. Floor general, right? And then, of course, defensively, he had chase down artists, which I was like, what? I didn't know he was chasing down blocks like that. But yeah, so, you know, obviously this is going to be a tough build. I mean, he got post lockdown. I mean, tireless defender, trapper. I mean, he's just pickpocket, pick dodger. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, it's just really crazy amount of badges he has. So, of course, you know, we're going to head over to the My Player Builder and try to see if we can actually make something similar to a Larry Bird build. So let's go ahead and head over there right now. All right, so obviously, you know, Larry Bird was a small forward, but you can put my power forward if you want to, but I'm going with small forward here. But he was definitely a small forward. Legitly, he was a small forward. All right, he was right-handed. He was 30. His number was 33. All right. With the pie chart I went with, I decided to go with the playmaking and the shooting, just for the fact of when I was doing the defense and shooting, it just was not, it just didn't give us enough of the post moves and the post fade that I was looking for. And also the ball handling and the pass accuracy just wasn't good enough. Whereas I think that his stronger attributes was definitely in the playmaking and the shooting. So that's what I went with. All right. As far as his physical profile, I went with the most balanced physical profile. As you know, Larry Bird wasn't the most athletic. He was just very cerebral, right? He was extremely smart, intelligent player on the court. But he wasn't the fastest by any means. He wasn't the most athletic. He didn't jump the highest. You know, he wasn't the strongest. He was just an extremely smart basketball player that knew where he needed to be at the times of what at the right time, at the right place at the right time. Dang. All right. So when it comes here, what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get this 1085, get his driving layups to a 69, and then we're going to max out his post hook. All right. Then from his shooting, we're going to max everything out. We're going to go at 85 here and max this out to give us exactly 21. Right? Then we'll max out the pass accuracy, the ball handling, and then we'll go 76 on the post moves. Right? And then on defense, we're going to go perimeter defense, lateral quickness, offense and defensive rebounding, and then we're going to use the remainder on the interior. Right? So that gives you exactly 2, right? So you have 2, 21, 17, and 2. So unfortunately, we're just not able to just get everything, obviously, with this build. But we want a build that can play like Larry Bird, and a build that plays like Larry Bird offensively is one that you can use post moves on, post fade, post hooks, ones that you can actually shoot from 3 at a really high rate, ones that you can actually pass extremely well to as a dimer or to your players, because he was just a really great facilitator, right? So what we sacrificed, obviously, we just had to sacrifice the defense. That's just what it is when you're making builds. You cannot make the builds 100% of these NBA players, but you can make it seem like and play like that, and that's what this build would definitely do, right? So before we go into attributes, let's make him 6'9". He was 6'9". Let's make him 220. That was his official height and weight. Then let's lower his wingspan to get a better three-point and mid-range shot. So now let's talk about these attributes, right? So you're looking at an 88 mid-range shot at 99. You're looking at an 86.3. You're looking at a 91 post fade, which is great because he had a 95. You're looking at an 87 pass accuracy, which is good. You're looking at 70 ball handling, which is important because you want to be able to get that 70 ball control. Even though he's not known for a dribbler, obviously he only had a 79 dribbling on his 98 build, but still it's good to have, right? You're getting 83 post moves. So as you can see, you're going to be able to be really good down low, posting, post up, post fades, and shooting, right? Defensively, you'll be great at getting rebounds. Your lateral quickness, your perimeter defense, and interior defense, they're all kind of watered down. But at the same time, again, this type of build is all about having great IQ, having good teammates, knowing where you need to be at position-wise, because your position, being positioned a certain way on the court is going to allow you to get these rebounds or to play good defense and that type of deal. But offensively, oh yeah, offensively, you are going to cook up, all right? Now, for the physicals, you get 78 speed. You'll get a 76 strength, right? You get a 67 vert. You'll get a 74 acceleration. So all these are really good, like mid-level type attributes for basically a sharpshooter, right? Really good build, right? Here, the only ones I can see that make sense would be post scoring and sharp. But for me, it's like, how would you have a Larry Bird build and not be able to have sharp takeover, right? So I'm going with sharp takeover, right? And then here you have it. So it comes out as a 3-level scorer. So on the roster, it said he was a 2-way 3-level facilitator. We was able to get the 3-level in there score, but we wasn't able to get the 2-way, and we wasn't able to get the facilitator, which I do not know how we did not get in the facilitator, because he has an 86 pass accuracy. So I'm thinking that there's not a 3-level facilitator, I'm guessing, or I don't know. I don't know why it wasn't 3-level facilitator. I was trying to get 2 like out of the 3, but when you have those huge 3-level names, it just makes it hard, right? If you don't have the defense. So I'm pretty sure if I had higher defense, it would be able to get that, but like I said, it just wasn't able to. But it does say similar to Larry Bird, so that's great. So let's go ahead and test this build out. All right, so let's get this guy to 99 real quick. All right, now here I just say go ahead and get contact finisher on silver. This build is going to shine at legendary. When you get 10 badges, this build is going to be toxic. All right, for shooting, of course, you want to go quick draw, you want to go range extender, you want to go catch and shoot, you want to go dead eye, you want to go corner specials on silver, and then you want to go green machine. All right, so this build, obviously you're looking at a spot up shooter, so you definitely want to have catch and shoot, range extender, quick draw. You definitely want to have dead eye. If you're going to be in the corner, you definitely want to have corner specialist, at least on silver. Green, oh, I'm sorry, hot zone hunter. All right, excuse me. So you want to go with the hot zone hunter, and actually I want to drop that down, so I want hot zone hunter Hall of Fame. All right, and let's take corner specialist off, and then let's go green machine here. All right, so I like that better. But again, like I said, man, it's really about how you play. So I just put the badges in here to show you exactly what I'm thinking. You know, if you want to do the way that I set it up, by all means, go ahead. But it's not the end of the world. It's your build. You can do it any way you want to. All right. But I'm just thinking, like, as a cone, you definitely want to have your hot zone, your range extender, your quick draw, and your catch and shoot. Those are must-haves. Deadeye, which is good to have. 2K Labs just came out with a recent video talking about how important Deadeye was, like how good it actually was. So that's why I added that in there. Green Machine is a really good badge to have. It's just dope to have Green Machine activated. You have to hit, I think it's 3 straight greens to get Green Machine activated. If you're not shooting a lot with this build, meaning that you're just not going to be the primary shooter or scorer on this build, then Green Machine wouldn't be the best, just because you're not able to get enough shots up throughout that part game. So then maybe you want to either go corner specialist or deep fades. Definitely if you're on the 2s, deep fades are pretty dope, right? So you might want to add it like that. But that's what I'm thinking on the shooting, right? For the playmaking side of things, you definitely want to go quick first step. You definitely want to go post spin technician. These two will be good for you because, you know, you're 3-level scorer, so you want to be able to have that. From here, it's just really about preference, right? So I know bailout will be a good one as a shooter, so get bailout on gold. Dimer is another good one to have as a build that not necessarily looking to score every single time, but the ball is passed to you, able to give a dimer back to your point guard or your center or whatever position you're playing. It's just good to have with this type of build, right? Then the last one, you can either go floor general, you can go lob city passer if you're gonna be throwing a lot of lobs. You do have playmaking pie charts, so you can do that. Space creator is another good one for hop steps, which I just you know, at a 69, at a 67, what was it, 66? Ball control, that wouldn't necessarily be good. Maybe needle threader would be another good one. Actually, I like needle threader, just to be able to get the ball without having to worry about being intercepted, and puts a lot of zip on it, right? So this is what I'm thinking would be perfect for the Larry Bird build. But by all means, it's your build. You can do it either way. But post spin technician, you already have deep fades, so it's just something pretty dope to have. Like, you can shoot it, then you can go down in the low post, do some fades, do some spin moves, work down low, just like Larry Bird did, right? And then last but not least, to me, I just think that if you're going to be playing in the paint, whatever, just have Intimidator. If you're playing on a perimeter, same way. I think Intimidator would be the best one to go here. You only have 2 badges, but man, oh man, if you get 10 more badges at Legend, this build becomes really crazy, just off the pure fact that you'll be able to have Intimidator, you'll be able to have clamps, rim protector, you'll be able to have brick wall, you can get pogo stick. It's just really, really solid when you think about it, what you can do. And that's why I'm excited and pushing closer to Elite 2 right now, but I'm definitely going to be hitting Legend probably sometime late February, early March, so in about 3 months. But I'm still excited and looking forward to it. All right. But there you have it, my nephews and nieces. We got Larry the Legend, Larry Bird, Larry the Legend, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please go ahead and drop a like to this video. Please sub up. We're closing out the year. New Year's is coming up. Like I said, hopefully make some good New Year's resolutions and you stick to them. But other than that, this your man, Uncle Timmy. I'll be back really, really soon with another banger. And you know, when I say I'll be back really soon with another banger, y'all know what I'm talking about, right? I'm talking about tomorrow, man. I'm out.
Try to drag my name in dirt, try to bring me down. See me winning, you ain't like me then. No, you ain't me now. All of them coppers tried to call me, I can see you now.